A Girl Who Chants Love at the Bound of This World is a 2019 anime based off of a game from 1996, which, after watching this, I suspect might be one of the most influential video games on the anime light novel market, possibly of all time. It is about a boy whose father was a former researcher and believed in parallel worlds and multiple timelines, and is given a device that allows him to basically save his position and travel back in time, basically reloading his world. And it involves him uncovering the mysteries of the mountain nearby, his father, the time travel device, the mysterious leader of the project who is investigating the mountain. And as he goes through it, he encounters multiple characters who he already knew, really, but he is learning more information about them. And all of them have their own agendas and their own things going on and their own stories. And the anime explores all of it. And you really, surprisingly enough, it doesn't really leave the main cast on the wayside. You kind of really dig into them, and everyone kind of gets their own time in the spotlight. It's really well done. It keeps you on the edge of your seat because you never really know how he's going to respond to the situation or what's going to happen next, who's on his side, who isn't on his side. It's really great. And then about midway through the show, he gets isekai'd into a fantasy world. And then the show goes sharply downhill. It feels rushed and underdeveloped. He ends up in this relationship with this woman, and they have a child who grows up really quickly. And then it's just, honestly, it's a miserable watch at that point because he just keeps getting kicked over and over when he's down. And he's probably the character you'll like the least in the whole thing. But to watch the main character constantly get raked over the coals is just unpleasant. It simultaneously feels rushed in that it's going too fast, but it also feels too slow. It dwells more at that point on his misery than it does on him trying to solve the problem. And it seems at that moment that he can't get a win. And it does by the end fully explain everything that's going on. And I feel like it does wrap it up in a nice little bow, but it just doesn't feel like it comes together all that interestingly. I do have to say the second half of this is a really sharp decline in the show itself. And if it sort of wrapped everything up without the isekai part, it would probably be a lot better. It's good overall. It's just, it takes such a strange turn in the end. Popcorn is a new show I'm doing where I review exactly one anime. I realized that Water kind of encourages people to sort of sift through it and find only the show they care about or completely skip the entire episode. And I made more sense to drop a whole bunch of unrelated anime back when I was doing Watawa Weekly, but Water as a format is kind of silly. I think I'm still gonna do Water, but it's going to be more like when I did Sailor Moon or Love Live or Nanaha, where it's for an entire show, and it's definitely going to be a lot more regularly. Popcorn is probably going to take over as the dominant show on this channel. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic. You're Envoy of Hope. Bye-bye.